Hello, welcome to our Wednesday night sojourn. We're here to hopefully have a chat to a few people, answer a few questions, see what the cards have got in store for a few people. Have a chat to a few people, answer a few questions, see what the cards have got in store for a few people. Have a chat to a few people. This is a girl who knows what she's doing. Up the top of the button there's a volume control, right? Pass it over and I'll, yeah.
I've got it.
She's found it. We're here tonight with the lovely Miss M. So we'll be nice and gentle with her. She's a tad nervous, but we'll be very kind to her. So these are the cards that I'll be using tonight, the Southern Cross Oracle cards. And this is a set that I've developed myself. So we're here on a lovely Wednesday evening in Perth, Western Australia, because on Friday I'll be doing a market locally at the Maddington Family Centre. So we'll be spending Friday night doing market type things and having a stall at the local Women's Health Centre for Christmas fundraiser. So we're here on a Wednesday night to break it up and to make it a little bit different. I've been asked by a few people in various different time zones if I might investigate different times that work for me. So over the coming weeks, you'll have to watch the page because we might be coming to you at all kinds of different times and places. So I just want to remind everyone that I personally, my 2 pages are Southern Cross Oracle cards, Southern Cross Stone Oracle cards, and Spirit and Mind Tools will never ever give you any unsolicited requests, either on private messenger, either offering readings, or I certainly won't be asking for your private banking information. So I ask you not to follow any links or give any credit card details out. And all correspondence from me will be from my 2 pages. And you can ask me weird questions to actually identify that it is this crazy woman that is actually speaking to you. We have had a few people that like to bomb our page with all kinds of weird messages and promising all kinds of things, but I assure you that that's not me. So I'm giving the cards a bit of a shuffle. I actually have a brand new pack tonight, which is quite interesting because I attended the markets with my friend Dee on the weekend and I couldn't be bothered to unpack. So tonight we have a fresh pack of cards, lots and lots of energy in them. So I'm giving them a really good shuffle. So the lovely Miss M, do we have a question from someone?
Samantha would like a card.
Okay, the lovely Samantha. Let's have a look what's happening in your world, okay? So, the card that you have drawn is the card of readjustment. So what this tells me, Samantha, is that over the coming weeks, you're going to have some structural changes within your home. I don't know whether that's changing bedrooms around, because psychically I'm getting a bed, quite a few beds that you might be choosing to move. And this is the card of cleansing and being able to move things around. There's a restlessness in this card that is sometimes, you're not really quite sure about where it's heading. So Samantha, what this card is telling you is to jump in with your little, plastic boots and just get your feet wet And if you make changes and in a couple of weeks' time you're still not comfortable with them, then you can move them around again. But this is definitely a changing energy card, and it can bring with it a, certain amount of emotional exhaustion. So, what you could do for yourself is just touch base with your own self-care activities and say, well, okay, what have I been missing out on that really works for rejuvenating my soul? Is it music? Is it chanting? Is it just 5 minutes peace from your busy household? Or what is it? Because this card is actually inviting you to make the change, okay? So hopefully that's answered your question for now, and that you'll be able to see how that will be useful for you. I wanted to tell people in the room that I've been, over the last month, I've been writing a book and a training course about empaths and how to use their skills and to fine-tune them, doing things like protection circles and mirror work, and being able to generate a really focused energy that is not so draining on the work that you do. Because if there are a few empaths in the room, you'll know that it can be quite a draining skill to have, okay? I just put on Facebook tonight on the Spirit and Mind Tools page a training course which is going to be run in a fortnight's time. It's for 3 hours online in Zoom, and I've got very limited places. So if you're interested, go over and take a look. If you have any questions, ask away. Okay, so you are most welcome. The person that's just popped in, the lovely Miss M, the Queen, just watch her, because she has a very strong energy, so I'm not sure what that will pan out to be. But who's our next question?
Next we have Carla.
The lovely Carla. Okay, fresh pack, strong energy. Let's see what the Southern Cross Oracle wants for you to know right now, Carla. Okay, so this is the card of spirit messages. What this is telling me, Carla, is you have a loved one, a guide in spirit that is talking, and you're perhaps not listening. You're perhaps not ready to hear the words that they're given. I'm getting this as an older gentleman who has been passed over for quite some time. He has had a long association of doing spirit work with you. He's not somebody that you normally would tune out, but this card is quite clear in the fact that you are tuning him out at the moment, which is okay. You might not be ready to listen to his messages, but what he is saying to me is that he will wait. He will wait until you're ready to hear the messages that he's given, because I'm certainly getting a whole rumbling of energy and like a anxiety and a stomach thing and an ear thing around you. So it's almost like, okay, I need to go through the physical before I can hear the spiritual messages that are being given, okay? We're all human beings, and we all have times when we're not actually that keen on listening to the messages and the guidance that spirit gives us. That's perfectly fine, Carla. Look, just give yourself a break and know that the contact and the words from spirit will be there when you're ready, okay? So hopefully that can give you a piece of comfort, my lovely girl. And hang in there. There's definitely lots of messages for you. I always definitely like that energy where spirit are very abundant in their conversation. It's like, whoa. I'm quite lucky in a number of regards, but as far as my skill set, I'm clairvoyant as well as clairaudient and clairsentient, which means that I can see spirit, I can talk to them, and I can hear them. And one of my disadvantages might be that, and I was telling a lady this over the weekend, is people walk to me and I'm not real sure initially whether they're in spirit or not, because I do not, me personally, I don't see any difference. It's like, yeah, everyone's the same to me, spirit and human. So yeah, it can make for some very interesting conversations. So the lovely Miss M we have here tonight with us. Little Miss Quiet, she is. There's a few of you that get used to my Wonder D, who tonight she's off meeting her new grandchild who came into the world today. So everything went well for her. The mother and the baby seem to be absolutely bursting with energy. So yeah, I'm sure Dee is quite exhausted from her adventurous day. So the lovely Miss M and I, we're here to have a good time. So who is our next question?
Next person is Emma, and she would like a card.
Okay, Emma, I get changes with you. I get lots and lots of changes. So what you have drawn is the card of foundation relationships. These are the really important people in your life, your family of choice, your family of the heart, okay? And what this card is telling me is right now there may be a bit of a block in communication. Are you holding words back? Are you not saying what's on your mind? Are you apprehensive that your words will not be well received? Because what this card is telling me is that this holding back of the energy is not working for you. It's essential that you say your piece. It's essential that you be heard. No guarantee that the people that you speak to will act upon your words. But what Spirit is saying is it's essential for you to say them. It's really important. Like you see with this card, there's a lot of building blocks and they're kind of skew-if. It's like they're not set into each other. They're complementary. They work, but they will work much better if the foundations are stronger, because at the moment what this card is saying is that your personal foundations are needing to be able to have a bit of a revamp, and a boost of confidence would be very well received, and certainly within your words. Okay, so my advice, if you wanted to have it, would be to say what's on your mind, to say it kindly, and to say it in a way that it might be received in a very clear manner. They're your words, remember, and it's your message. So you can't always guarantee that the person receiving the message will get it in the same way. I have a younger sister who's very vibrant and very charismatic, and not like me because I'm really shy. And she used to have a saying, and it was, "Take my good advice, I'm not using it." So that's what that card was telling me for you, is almost like, yeah, you've got to take a bit of your own good advice and say the words that are there for you. Okay? So I'll give the cards a bit of a shuffle, a bit of a moving round. Now, I really would like it if the people in the room would press the like button, that thing that goes click, 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 and hit the share button for me. It was really successful for me last week when I had quite a number. It was a record high for me of people that shared the live. And yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I really appreciate you being able to say, hey, this is a person worth looking at. Have a look at what she's doing. So if we could have a few people that would tell us they hit the share button, I would really appreciate that. So the lovely Miss M, who is going to be our next card?
We have Leah asking for a card.
Okay, Leah. Wow, lots and lots of busy energy in the cards for you, Leah. I feel that the biggest thing with the pack is deciding what's most important for you. Okay, so you've got the card of transition. This is definitely a card of I'm not really sure where I'm heading. I'm not really sure why I've changed direction. And I really feel quite strongly that this is a card of fresh energy for you, and that the worry that has been around you and not indecision, it's just uncertainty. It's like your life has got a lot of people's influence in it at the moment. But what this card is telling you is that you do have solutions that are very close at hand, and they're very complete, and they feel right for you. So this is a period of transition, and this is a period of uncertainty, but it's a short-lived uncertainty. And I feel that this card is offering you a really strong essence of hope, that you would be able to say, well, okay, that was actually a thing of the past now, and I can say that I moved forward. There's so many things that the cards are buzzing with in your life at the moment, that what I would like you to do is find, sometime in the next 24 hours and really have some relax, unwind. I don't know whether you meditate or whether you chant or whether you like to dance to music naked, or, whatever it is that works for you. This card is telling you that there's really a lot of benefit to be derived from finding that few minutes that is all about you, okay? So I'll send you some healing so that some of the busyness and the stress that the cards are saying is in your life is able to ease a bit, so that you can take a deep breath and do that whole 1, 2, 3, so that you can actually feel like your breath is working. Okay, so hopefully that has answered your question, and you are able to make use of Spirit's guidance. Okay, I'll just take a sip of my lovely water. No, it's not really. It's definitely Coke, and I do love it. So, the lovely Miss M, who's next on our list?
Next we have a new lady, Viv, and she would like a card.
Hello, Viv. Lovely to see you here. Lovely to see you here. Do we have a few people hitting that share button, Miss M? Can you see that? Are people doing that?
No.
Oh, please do. So, Viv, what you have drawn is the card of deep inner reflection. This is very definitely a highly intuitive and deeply empathetic card. I feel that what this is saying is that you are undergoing a transition of change within yourself that has been a long time coming. It's almost like, hang on a minute, you're having a, what do they call it, like the Black Friday sale, all in your body. It's like, yep, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do this. I want to have this in my life. I want to encourage that. I want to attract that. And this is the kind of life. It's like a box that you're rebuilding. And that you will be able to say, well, okay, on reflection, what is the most important thing to me, and what do I need right now? And so what this card is saying, what you need most right now is your ability to question, is your ability to be able to say, hey, hang on a minute, I'm going to find out a bit more about that. I'm going to see if it works for me, and I'm going to then decide to do it. This is not a card that tells you to be cautious. This is a card that tells you to be informed. Be really clear in what you want for yourself, because what this card is telling me is that you have made decisions based on other people's wants and needs just a little bit too much, especially the last 4 or 5 months, okay? So hopefully that card speaks to you and gives you a boost of confidence so that you can go, yay, I can do this. I can make changes that really work for me and me focus on what it is that you want to recreate in your life. You know, it might be a new hair color, it might be a whole new way of dressing your wardrobe. There's changes that are all around you, but they're changes that you choose, okay? So hopefully that has worked for you and that you can see the message that Spirit wants to guide you to, okay? So I've been doing a little bit of research in how to do these online events that both are very strange to me and very alluring to me. So part of the thing that I've learned is that, you know, if you, the watcher, would like to help me get known a little more, if you can press the little like thing, and press the share button, that gives me an absolute opportunity to be able to get out there in the internet world, and I would appreciate that. So the lovely Miss M.
We have Erin who would like a card.
Erin, hello Erin. What an absolutely beautifully strong name that you have been given. Let's see what the card has given for you. This is the card of prosperity. This is like my mum back in a million years ago, she read playing cards. And it's a gypsy art form called cartomancy. So this would be her 9 of diamonds card. This is the money card. This is telling me that right now finances are an extreme focus. Your ability to attract it is very heightened. There's also a sense of not sure if you can trust the money energy around you, whereas this card is inviting you to, you know, to give it a go and to make it really work for you. The sense of success can come in many forms, and I really believe that this card is asking you very much to be a little more confident and to be a little more, not adventurous, but just sure of the sense of achievement that you personally have put into. What I'm getting psychically is that you can be a very intense person. You're very able to make a focused decision, okay? And other people may see this as standoffish to you, but that's okay. You are blessed with a prosperity of thought and intelligence and an ability to be able to determine what will be successful for you, okay? So this is a truly wonderful card to have. I definitely get the impression that I would like to be exceptionally rude to the Mr. Wolf in the room, but of course I'm not going to do that.
No,
I'm going to send him love. Send him love. I'm going to send you lots of love. And he seems to be having bottom issues, so you know, I don't know whether he needs somebody to give him some less scratchy toilet paper, but yeah, I'll be certainly sending him some love and direction. There is definitely no way in the world that I will be asking you to register for anything. I am not asking you to have unsolicited friend requests or private messages. Yeah. I'm not asking you to, you know, sign here so that I can give you free readings. I'm right here, right now, live, giving you the free readings. So if they're asking you to register, if they're offering you all kinds of things, well, I ask you to send them love. Send them love physically and psychically, because they have a very big need in their life to, you know, be able to try to disrupt other people's energy. But the thing that they don't know about me is my energy is pretty strong and it will be right back at them. So, yeah, if you could send them love and healing and don't give their messages any response, that would be great. I did notice that my previous big scammer had another couple of people as her friends when I went and checked her page earlier today. But if I could just concrete tell you that it's not me. You're not going to receive unsolicited messages. You're not going to get a friend request from me. That's really sad, isn't it? But no, I'm not going to send you a friend request. I'm not going to offer you online readings. I'm not going to ask you to put your credit card details in. So, yeah, it is definitely not me. So, who do we have, Miss M, that would like a reading?
Julie that would like a card.
Okay, the lovely Julie. Woohoo, do I get a nice feel? Woo. So many spirit messages, Julie. Why are you not keen to listen? How interesting. You've definitely got, straight away in spirit, a younger woman, 40s. She passed really quite quickly. I felt that you knew her through a work environment. She's definitely been hanging around you because her messages are about your workplace, and I feel that there is insight. It's almost like there's a subplot going on within your workplace at the moment, Julie, and you're not quite sure about it. And in spirit is, she's trying to help guide you. I'm getting the name Andy or Andrea, and she's somebody that you didn't know very well, but she's somebody that crossed your path early on in your career. But she's saying that the subplot in your current workplace needs to be sorted because it's going to be a bit of an energy drain. Okay, so I've drawn the card of Audit for you, and this is about questioning and reflection. I really feel quite strongly that you know where you're heading. You know why you want to do it. Your intent is clear. Your message is clear. But at the moment, you're quite happy to sit in the puddle. That's okay. It's quite happy because everything is around you. You're surrounded by the support. But you're actually choosing not to move within that support. But when you're ready, Spirit will assist you with guidance and energy, okay? So I would say that this week is a really good week for some chill down time and some relationship time and some you time, okay? So make the most of it. You definitely can do a few things that will sort that workplace energy, and that will have an immediate impact on the flow on that is around you, okay? So hang in there, girlfriend. You will be able to get on top of it, okay? I'll send you love and healing, and by the end of the weekend you'll be going like, whoa, I actually figured that out. I've sorted that out. That's moved along. I'm good with that. Okay, so give the cards a little shuffle up again. And let's see who would like their question answered.
So Samantha has a question about the next few months in her life and asking if she's making the right decision.
Okay, so Samantha, Spirit is saying, yes, definitely you're making the right decision. What is not the right decision is your questioning of your creativity. Your questioning of your original plan. Your questioning of your, why the bloody hell am I doing that? I'm really, really not sure about it. The not being sure about it is all part of the spiritual process, and it's about your ability to feel that the GPS of your road is clear, okay? So the easy answer is yes, you're doing the right thing. The more complex answer is there are a number of different things to unpack so that you can feel much more in control, much more like, oh shit, where's this heading? I've got a much clearer idea. So that's only partly an answer, I know, but there are a lot more complex issues that are around you at the moment that will actually come out if you wanted to explore it a little bit more, you could always jump onto my website and purchase a reading if you would like to know more. That sounds awfully like a selling point. So, yeah, hopefully I've answered your question and given you some more, because you certainly have a lot of busy energy coming up. And a lot of busy energy. So, who do we have, the lovely Miss M?
We have Queen D would like a card.
Most certainly. Let's have a look. Okay, the card of land, the card of inheritance. This is not just about the home you live in. This is about the home in your heart. This is about your purpose, your drive, your ambition, okay? This is what this card is giving to you, is an opportunity to take a step back and to reevaluate what floats your boat, to reconnect with the reason why you created a sense of family, okay? I do get that there is changes within your family unit. You know, there is a sense of not loss, but it's almost like an unhappiness that you can't pin down, but the unhappiness is internal and it's spiritual. It's not about an actual event or a person. So what this card is inviting you to do is to look at your clan, look at your people that are around, and to revamp your protection circle and to get relinked with your home, okay? This is about your inherited gifts and the essence that you give to other people, okay? Underlying this card is saying to me there's a sense of I'm not good enough, I'm really not in the right direction, I'm on the wrong track, I'm buggered. This card is challenging that thinking and saying, no, yeah, there's a few things, the few light fluffy clouds in there that you can revamp and make them into solid stones that are able to be walked upon, because, you can't, well, some people can walk on clouds, but we as humans, we find it quite hard. So stone is much better. So this card is encouraging you to cement and to put some solid ground under your feet so that you can know that, yeah, you are, that you're heading in the right direction. Okay, my lovely, hopefully that answered your question and gave you a couple more so that you can have some reflective time and some pondering about what these things mean to you. So I shall give the cards a little shuffle again. Did any person share? Would anybody like to tell me if they shared this live reading tonight? Because I would definitely appreciate it to know. So, who have we got next, Miss M?
Next, we have a new lady for tonight. Caitlin would like a card.
Okay, hello, Caitlin. My name is Susan. I'm the developer of these wonderful set of oracle cards that are called the Southern Cross Stones Oracle. I dreamt them up with a friend of mine 30 years ago, and I'm very happy to be offering free readings here tonight. So there is a sense of uncertainty around you, okay? You've drawn the signature card, the card of, oh my God, life changes. Now, what this means is not like your life is about to get swept away by a big tsunami of a wind. What this means is internally you haven't been happy, and that this unsettling energy that has been around you has a sense of loss about it, okay? This loss is so personal. I cannot give you 2 or 3 points that will absolutely wipe it for you so that you'll be able to say, oh, yeah, I've moved on, or I've been able to settle that energy. What this card is telling you is that there is a sense of hurt around you, but there is also a great deal of support. You have the card of fate, of future, of destiny, of discovery. It's like through this hurt, you're going to touch base with things. I'm getting that you're very artistic, you're very creative. I'm getting splashes of colour all over my psychic messages. And right now, they're not particularly that helpful for the hurt. But what Spirit is saying is they will help you with healing the sense of loss that is around you, okay? So hopefully that has given you some direction in the energies that are around you at the moment. And you're always most welcome to ask another question to me. Remember that I'm not going to ever give you unsolicited requests for a reading. I'm not going to ask you for your details. But if you would like to reach out, I'm available on my Facebook page or on my website, which is spiritandmindtools.com.au. Okay? So, who would like our next question on our wonderful Wednesday night? I was born on a Wednesday, and when I was growing up in the mob that I grew up in, I was always told that Wednesday people were miserable. But I don't feel like I am. I can be, but I'm not generally. So, yeah, I love the fact that we're here on a Wednesday night and that we have a few people in the room that are experiencing the joy of the lovely Southern Cross Oracle Stones cards. So, sorry, Miss M?
What? Jade would like a card.
Oh, okay, Jade, this one jumped out. Okay, this is not so much a pregnancy card, but a card of new beginnings, okay? This is a card that tells me that the people around you, as well as you, are having internal processing, not challenges, but internal processing changes, okay? And with these changes come a sense of encouragement, a sense of beginning, a sense of, holy shit, what? Is that happening to me? Why? Drop the why. This card is just asking you to put it in a healing circle, put it around so that you can say, this is my new beginning. This is the beginning that says, I'm on the right path. It's almost like, I'm being told 33, so I don't know whether you're currently 33 or whether that's like a rebirth age for you, okay? Because it's like, holy moly, I feel like I'm doing everything in my life different. My house is different, my attitude's different, the people I hang around with are different. And with that, it comes with a sense of completion and a sense of, not happiness, that's too mild a word, a sense of knowing, okay? So that's a really lovely card to have. So, yeah, hopefully that answers and asks questions for you, okay? So, the lovely Miss M is with us tonight. As I said before, the lovely D was off becoming a grandma again. So lots of excitement in her world. So we're here on a Wednesday night because Friday night we're out having a good time at the markets. Yeah. So who is our next person, Miss M?
Marissa would like a card.
Okay, so you've got a direct conflict card, Marissa. You have got a card that says, oh my God, I'm actually shit bloody scared of these changes that are coming for me. I might just crawl into my hole, put my pajamas on, hey, I relate to that kind of behaviour, and avoid it. But this card is telling you that you have too much respect to avoid it. You have a longing for something that is going to be different. What I'm getting psychically is that it is involving one of your children, that these changes that you're encouraging and that you're moving toward are not just about you, they're about one of your children. I'm not sure which one it is because I'm only getting it as a psychic energy, but there is a sense of longing that it's like, holy moly, you know, can I do this? Can I make a difference? Well, this card quite clearly says, yep, cut the avoidance, get on with it. You're onto it. There is a great deal of respect for your talents and your abilities. You do not need to wait. Spirit is telling you that you can go ahead and do that right now. So hopefully, Marissa, that's given you a boot and has given you the opportunity to go, oh shit, well, might as well just get on with it then because Spirit's on. So,
Glenn would like a card.
Who would like a card, Miss M?
Glenn.
Glenn. So lovely to see a boy in the room. Hello. So, Glenn, you have half the pack that wants to fall out, which tells me you have an exceptionally busy life, but I have put the pack together to just ask it for, well, I did ask it for one, but yeah, you have three. Okay, so this first card is the card of question. It's what it's telling me, Glenn, is that you are absolutely like well overqualified for the job that you currently do. There is a sense of dissatisfaction. There's a sense of that doesn't really work for me. But you also drew with it the card of renewal. Okay, the card of healing. So what these two cards together are telling me is that now's not the time that you're going to jump in and make really big changes. I really feel that quite strongly that it is next year after February that you will have the waves of change around you, and that you have an ability to learn that is like, whoa, spot on. I don't know whether you've got a photographic memory or you just really good at remembering things, but you have an excellent sense of learning. And at the moment, you have things that you need to clear out of your mind. It's like, well, too crowded, too much in there, move it along. Okay, so the next 2 months might be very draining for you, but the cards are really quite clear in that, your time for change is early in the year, next year. Okay, so hang in there, mate.
Sharon would like a card.
Whom?
Sharon.
Sharon. My name is Susan, and for, I don't know, 20 years or more, people meet me and they say, hello, Sharon. I've never been called Sharon, but it's like, yeah, it's a very strong name. It's a name that has quite a lot of energy with it. So let's have a look, Sharon, what card it wants you to have. Okay, so the card of cycles, the card of change. Now, what this card tells me right now for you, Sharon, is that you quite happily are resisting change. You know what? That works. You can hang on. The changes will come. Okay, the cycle, it's not like the weather where it changes, you know, and you have to accept it. This is about an internal change. When you are ready, then the cycle will begin. Okay, so the sense of urgency that has been around you, Sharon, I would ask you to ease off, to give yourself a break and allow yourself a sense of harmony and a sense of, oh, yeah, you know what? That will actually be ready for me when I'm ready, okay? Because the change has proved to be quite a tight energetic circle and it's not been helpful to you. So, Sharon, be really quite kind to yourself and allow the cycle of your change to make its own time, okay? The change will come. The change will be well received. And if the time is not right now, allow yourself the absolute pure luxury of the change coming in when the time is right for you, okay? You have a great need for harmony in your life, and this pressure that you feel at the moment has not helped your sense of harmony, okay? So give yourself a break, girl. The changes are coming, but on your time, okay? So I'm just shuffling Sharon out of the pack.
And Tia would like a card.
Tia. What a lovely name. Okay. So, what a fantastic card to get. This is my, I'm not sure if it's the right word, but it's the word that Spirit's given me. My naturalist card, my nature card, my being out there in the world of plants kind of card. This is about growing things. This is about changing things around. This is about the stability of tall trees that have been there. I don't know whether you're going on holiday in the forest or whether you live in the forest, but there's a sense of harmony and bloody excitement, and it all seems to be around the character of the garden, okay? What this card is giving you is some really good quality time for you to make a difference. And what this card is saying, that the trials of the last few months, maybe even the last 12 months, is easing, and the peace of the nature and the healing qualities of the trees around you are a gift to you so that you can make use of it. I don't know whether you plan a short little holiday in the forest, but I tell you, it's something that is very, very beneficial to your spirit. You're somebody who's highly intuitive. You're somebody who's empathetic and very able in the esoterical arts. You're somebody who likes to question, and you're somebody who needs a bit of a break from people at the moment. So give yourself that opportunity, because that card was really quite clear in that your peace, your balance comes from a sense of nature, okay? So create it for yourself, my dear, and let us know how you go. Let us know if that works for you. So, for some reason, life here in Perth has been hot and muggy the last couple of nights. It's like, I don't know. I used to love the heat, but the older I get, the more I feel it. So I'll just have a little drink. And we shall ask the lovely Miss M who the next person is who would like to have a card.
Can Missy have a card about Friday's activity?
Okay. Friday's a really, really important day, Missy. It's an important day for a lot of people. And because I get a burst of energy around you, I'm going to tell you, it might be really strange and you might not have anything. You might need to borrow some clothes, but you need to wear white. It's almost like get the wedding dress out of the cupboard and put on the bling, because white is your colour for Friday. If you really cannot stomach wearing white, then carry some white paper. No words on it. Have it blank so that the paper is really quite white. And because Spirit is saying that Friday is a healing day. Friday is a day of questioning where you've been going, okay? So the card that you have drawn for Friday is about visionary. It's about being sensory overloaded. It's like being, holy shit, there's too many people in my world on Friday. There's too much going on. I can't think straight. But it's also the card of insight, which tells you that you can prepare for those things. You can prepare to be, oh my eyes are busy, my head is busy, yeah. And so they're saying that there is a sense of understanding that comes to you on Friday that is a relief. Okay, it's like, oh, thank you. I can see how, I can see why, and I can see that you are really going to be making a difference, okay? This sense of insight is not something that you trust, Missy. It's not something that you hold to great esteem. I understand that. I totally understand that. I'm very, very analytical with myself, and I can understand what spirit is telling me about you and your situation, and I can understand that it's like, well, okay, question all you like, spirit is there for you on Friday, and it can do a number of things to help, okay? So you will have a very productive day, very productive. So try to, I don't know, take something that soothes you in the busy energy, because it's definitely a sensory overload. So
Tracy would like to know where you see her living after December.
Okay. Woohoo, Tracy, I think that it's right now, though, because I get the smell. I love being able to smell things in reading. Sometimes it gives you very, very unattractive smells, but this is the smell of the salt, the smell of the air. I really feel that the next place that you live is very temporary, okay? I do not feel that the next place that you will call home is for more than 8 weeks. And I feel quite strongly that it's a fantastic short stay home. Okay, you have an ability to be at home psychically, emotionally, spiritually, and physically in all manner of environments. And because of that, the universe will send you on these short sojourns. Okay, and I feel that it is January time that you go to a house that is a home, okay? I actually wouldn't be at all surprised if it has a lot of cars on it. I get not the smell of petrol, but I get the motion, the feeling of motion, okay? It's not a place where you can walk out the back door and you hit the boundary, okay? You actually need a car or a bike or a trail bike thing to get to the boundary, because there's a lot of traveling in a new place that you will call home, and I'm going to concentrate on the second place, not the temporary place, okay? So Tracy, I feel that you have a sense of magic in this new place, okay? There's spells to be cast, circles to be chanted, there's drums to be listened to, there's a sense of charm and enchantment, and it's also damn right exciting, because there's that sense of, oh my Lord, I like that feeling, that's really working for me. Now, surprisingly, I believe that this house, this home, comes to you from a really different source. You have fantastic feminine energy, you have fantastic ability to draw things into you, but this new home will come to you through a younger man's energy. I call him a young man. He's, sort of middle 30s. He works in some kind of transport. I can get that he has like cars and trucks, and he's not home himself. But I'm not sure if he's going to be your neighbour or whether there's like some kind of like 3 or 4 houses on the place. But it is the younger man that I see who actually brings this house to you. And it's a very happy place to be. It's a place that I would call an enchanted castle. And I would definitely think that there'll be a whole heap of opportunities for you when you get there, Tracy, as far as opening up. I do feel that the last 2 months especially, you have closed off some of your spirit channeling. You've just needed a break. That's perfectly fine. And that this new place, when you move into it, there'll be, 1,000 spirits chatting to you constantly, and you'll be very happy with that. Okay? So hopefully that's given you your answer to your question, my dear.
We have the lovely Kate would like a card.
Okay, hello, Kate. Let me shuffle these cards up and see what is in store for you. Now, you might look at this card and go, what? There's nothing on it. But this is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. This, Kate, is definitely about your sense of who you are, what you stand for, how determined you are going to be to show that you respect yourself and your abilities. I definitely feel that there is some, not heated, but vibrant is the word that I'm given, discussions. It's almost like it could not qualify for an argument, but it will definitely, qualify for discussions that are quite passionate, okay? What this card is telling me is you are so on the right track. You have your sense of ethics, you have your values, you know what you stand for. You have a internal and a spiritual grace that is really important, okay? You have a persona that other people see that maybe is what you use in your workplace, but who you are as a person, you are very clear. You have great boundaries and a sense of dignity that is around you. The decision that I see you taking a stand on is just something that is important to you. It doesn't matter what other people are saying. There is a sense of completion, okay? So it's a lovely energy to have, absolutely strong and clear and very sure of yourself. So really give yourself a pat on the back for being able to know yourself well enough, okay? So how are we going, the lovely Miss M? Have we got another person that wants like the last card, or are we... Yeah. How are we going?
We got 6.
Miss M says that we've got 6 people that would like a card. So, let's stick with it. And who's next?
Next we have Jamie would like a card.
Jamie. Let's...
Jamie.
Wow. What this card tells me is right now, life is too bloody busy. Life is not calm and there is a sense of, oh my, shut up. It's almost like what this card is telling me for you, Jamie, is that you need to switch off. You need to tune into some silence. Now, you can tune into spiritual silence surrounded by noise because it's a sense of who you are inside. Okay, this is a sense of who and what is most important to you. So what this card is telling me is that life is way too much, way too crowded, and this card is inviting you to have a bit of peace, a bit of balance, and a bit of calm. Okay? So allow yourself that moment because it's really important. Okay? So who's our next little person, Miss M?
We have Kay, who would like to know if she will have the security that she desires.
Okay, let's have a look in your security areas, Kay. Okay. So you've got 2 cards that fell out and they're both conflicting each other, okay? So what this tells me is that, yes, you will have the security that you desire, but it will not come in the same way that you think it will, okay? It's really important that you allow yourself to clear your energy that around it. It's almost like you've got a friend that just never stops whinging, that harps on, that, this could be you. This could be you talking to and being very unkind to yourself, because there's a sense of strain and discomfort around. And this hardship is going to be the thing of the past, because the ruling card that you've got is the card of bonus. And this is the card of, oh shit, I put the effort in and I'm actually being able to say, you can have the bonus. You've put the effort in, okay? It feels very strongly to me like that other people are helping you with this, that there's I'm getting a weird smell. I'm not sure what kind of smell it is, but there is a sense of order and a sense of commitment around this, okay? So with this card, the one of hardship and the one of strain, this tells me it's been bloody hard work, okay? Whatever has been holding you back has been quite bloody annoying, okay? But it also tells me quite strongly that is poof, gone, and quite quickly, because you have the card of bonus, and this is like learnt luck. This is about I've earned it. There's a sense of commitment. I don't think it's gonna be a magical instantly 100% improved, because there is the sense of effort that is around it. But I believe quite strongly that every single day you will feel like, hey, I'm nearly there. Hey, I'm feeling like I'm getting to the end of the lane. I'm really nearly there, okay? Because there's a sense of you're going to get it, girlfriend. You're going to get to the end of the path. And you have the endurance, you have the ability, you have the commitment. So whatever it is that's been in your world that has caused you quite a bit of distress, hang in there. Really, it is going to get better, and not quickly, but every day you'll notice a difference, okay? Because the cards that you have drawn were very clear in that. Okay, so hopefully that's given you the answer that you were seeking, as well as, a little bit of comfort that things are really changing for you, and that this change will be something that you can take a deep breath and go, yay, that works for me. Okay? I'll certainly send you tons of love, tons of healing, okay? So, I'll just take another wee drink, as they say. I promise I haven't got any scotch or anything in it.
Yep. While you're having a drink, Janie would like to know if her, I'm guessing, husband Jim, is going to be all right having heart surgery tomorrow.
Oh, I actually don't think it's a husband. I think it's a family member, okay? And I'll draw a card for you, because I get the sense of bloody question it, okay? So I get the card, the empathy card, okay? So this is the card that says listen to the voice, okay? There is a threat of loss. It's almost like, holy shit, is my intuition telling me that everything's not going to be fine? No, your intuition is not telling you that. That's your worry button. I personally have a few worry buttons, so I understand that. So, this card is saying for you to listen to your empathic voice, to listen to the sound and the comfort of the fact that, hang in there. He's stronger than you give him credit for, okay? The worry is most definitely around you, and it is yours. I do believe that, I'll put him on the healing list of the 1 million healers that I'm on, and send him all the love and the energy that is around him, okay? I don't feel it's his time. I do not feel it's his time. So, do we have another question? Can we squeeze a couple in there, she says.
We have a couple more. Sharon would like a card, please.
So, is that the same Sharon we've had before?
No.
Because she's drawn the same card. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you another shuffle. I'm going to shuffly. So those of you who have shared me out into the world tonight, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. It helps get my little set of oracle cards out there in the world and helps me to be able to bring my little dream of a business to the world of, wow, that actually worked. So, okay, new Sharon, we've given the cards a really good shuffle. Now, if you draw the same card again, I'll be gobsmacked, but that will be your message. Okay, so, this is the card of, this is the card of wow. This is the card of things are changing and things have moved, okay? If your life was a stream or a river at the moment, you've got plenty of waves. This is like, oh my God, have I been able to keep on top of things lately? Probably not. Have I got a sense of, oh my God, I'm not, I'm a little bit overwhelmed? Quite possibly. But what this card is telling you is that that's calming down. There's a sense of balance being restored, of healing, and a sense of water being a major cleanser around you, and that there is a sense of relief in this card that I'm sure you will very, very well receive, okay? Because there's a sense of, oh, thank you. That really was a break in the traffic, and I'm very glad to have got it, okay? So, yeah, you didn't want the other card. That was definitely for the other person. That is your card, and hopefully it has spoken to you. So I think we're going to actually go to one more, and that's it. Okay? So the little Miss M, who's joining us for the first time tonight, and she hasn't, fallen apart in a panic. Yeah, she's done really well. And, if we could clap, we would. She's done a fabulous job of supporting me tonight in being able to come to your world. And I'm going to be doing these lives fairly often. I haven't got a set day or a set time yet. But I will tell you that if you follow the page, then you'll get notified when the lives are happening. And just confirming with you that, if you've got any messages tonight, they're probably not from me because I've been too busy chatting to you. If you've got any unsolicited kind of give me your bank account details by this, that's not me either. I tell you that I won't send you those kind of things. I won't ask for the credit card details. But something about my energy, people like to get onto the group and spread themselves around. So who is going to be our lucky last for the night, Miss M? Oh, see, I can feel her decide. I can feel her go, oh, my God, the responsibility. Who's it going to be? Oh, no. Do it.
Okay. Jenny wants to know if she will retire next year and be comfortable.
Okay. Jenny, haven't you got some words to be writing? This is my published author's card. This is the answer to your question is that, yes, I feel that there is a retirement, but it's much later on in the year if you are planning it to be earlier. Spirit is saying that it's more likely to be around next October, and that there is contracts and things to be written and things to be sorted before you will retire. There is a sense of security around this card. So as far as being comfortable, most definitely yes. There is a opportunity for you to be able to express your creativity within words. You definitely have a book or five in you, but right at the moment I feel that you do too much working that is writing. It's almost like academic, dry, not really your thing, okay? So what this card is saying is, yes, you will retire. Yes, you will have that comfortable energy that you're seeking, but the timing's a little off, you know. You might have to add 3 or 4 months to when you're actually, because there's, I don't know whether it's a big contract or a big thing that needs to be written, but the cards are really quite clear that you're the one that's going to be responsible for it. So I really love the fact that I've, you know, being able to meet a few new people tonight, and appreciate the chance of allowing my Southern Cross Oracle stones to have a whirl out in the world and to answer your questions. And for those of you who haven't had their questions answered, I would invite you to follow the page and to look out for me to pop in and do readings. If you want a personal kind of readings, you can buy that from my website. I will certainly never send you a request through Messenger. I will never send you a, you know, all the messages that seem to be coming through tonight from various little scammers. That's not me, guys. I'm talking to you. I'm not actually sending you messages, okay?
Were you able to squeeze Kirsty in for a card?
Nope.
Nope.
I tell you what, though, if you really would like to, I will be back on the weekend. And I'm not sure when yet. I have to figure out the whole timing. And I have to be able to keep my lives down to within the Facebook parameters. And as you may be aware, the doing 20 or 30 readings is actually quite energetically exhausting. But I really appreciate the time that I spend with you. And I appreciate the chance to give my cards a whirl out in the world. Thank you very much. Take care. And watch us